This week on the countdown, we're talking all luxury listings. Also, wait until you find out the number of Americans that plan to leave the country regardless of the winter. And this week's special guest, my Owning Manhattan cast member, Jess Taylor. And now, let's get to the point. So starting the list at number 5, for those with dreams of summering like a Kennedy, now's your chance. A storied Cape Cod estate right beside the Kennedy compound in Hyannis Port, Massachusetts, has just hit the market for $19.8 million for the first time in a quarter century. Now, the estate is known as Portview, and it sits next to the family home where President John F. Kennedy and Jackie O famously summered, turning the Cape Cod enclave into the unofficial summer White House. Imagine if those walls could talk. Woo! Now, Jess, tell us about this property you're listing for $27.5 million.
Standing in front of our newest listing, 26 Washington Square North. This was built in the 1830s for Manhattan's elite. Come take a look inside. This is the final privately owned townhouse on the entirety of Washington Square Park. Configured as 5 rental units, 26 feet wide. I know you're used to seeing exceptional kitchens, but I bet none of you have seen a primary bedroom just like this one. This is what 27.5 million gets you. We have the just under 14-foot ceilings. We have the king-size bed. We have the 2 oversized windows looking over the private garden. We have the full soaking tub. We have the wood fire burning place. We have the dual vanity, the radiant heat. The list goes on and on. Jeff, I know you haven't seen anything like this.
At number 4, we're staying in the luxury sector of the countdown. Ski In and Ski Out Chalet is Vail, Colorado's biggest sale of the year at $40 million. Now, this 8-bedroom mansion includes a 50-foot lap pool, an outdoor fire pit, and a hot tub with views of the Gorge Range. Now, the chalet spans over 12,000 square feet with access to the slopes just down the driveway and across the road. Now, Jess, compared to this $40 million sale in Vail, your listing near Washington Square Park in Greenwich Village is essentially a bargain.
26 Washington Square North is comprised of 5 rental units, but there is the opportunity to make this a single-family townhome. 26 feet wide, we're currently in the 4th floor unit, which is owner-occupied. Look at that light. On the 4th floor, overlooking the park, tree-lined, it's absolutely beautiful.
At number 3, there are no bargains, and especially in Miami's Star Island, where a private enclave that's long attracted A-listers has a stunning new property to hit the market. Now, the former waterfront estate of Rosie O'Donnell, no less, is asking $54 million. Now, Rosie snapped at the property in 1999 for just under $7 million, but later sold it in 2003 for a little over $16 million. So the expensive estate sits on roughly an acre, offering around 11,000 square feet of living space. This Mediterranean-style main house boasts 8 bedrooms and 2 complete guest houses, a sprawling pool with a slide, of course. Now I wonder which A-lister celebrity is going to snap up this beauty. Taking the number 2 spot this week, a growing number of wealthy Americans are making plans to leave the country now that the election is behind us.
Jeff, if I owned this rooftop, there is no chance I'd ever leave the country. Looking over beautiful Washington Square Park, we're really floating in the trees. We have amazing vistas to the south of the Freedom Tower, the Jenga building, to the north of the Empire State, and you're in the heart of Greenwich Village. We have access to every mode of transport, all the retail, all the coffee shops. Everything is walkable. It does not get better than this. Own as your own perfect investment or create your dream home. The opportunities are endless.
Now, Wealth Advisors said that this time, many of the wealthy are already taking action. A survey which advises the wealthy on immigration programs found that, listen to this, 53% of American millionaires say they're more likely to leave the U.S. after the election, regardless of the winner. So coming in at number 1, the age of a typical home buyer jumped to an all-time high of 56 years old in the U.S., with many young people being locked out of the housing market, while older owners tap their accumulated home equity for cash purchases or to make large down payments. Now, the share of first-time home buyers shrunk to 24%. That's the lowest dating back to 1981. Now, buyers of all types are getting older. First-time buyers are now typically 5 years older than they were in 2019. They're now 38, up from 33 years old. Now, the American dream is difficult, but still attainable. For all your real estate news, be sure to follow Estate Media for all the latest updates.